They didn't see it, so they heard about it.
Right.
A lot of people were not there, and they can't say exactly what happened.
Where would hip-hop be without Caribbean Americans? There wouldn't be no hip-hop. Where would hip-hop be without Caribbean Americans? There wouldn't be no hip-hop.
Look at how much hip-hop was influenced from reggae culture. We wouldn't have DJs. Toasting on the mic, that's rhyming. We wouldn't have the whole hip-hop culture.
DJ Kool Herc came from Jamaica. He started hip-hop. So he came out here and like Jamaica that they throw up the big boom boxes. He was famous for throwing the jams and bigging up the biggest speakers.
Upon coming to America, Bronx, New York, whatever, he took what he saw as a child, right, or growing up in Jamaica, and applied it to the Bronx. And they called it hip-hop.
Sound clashes were always something that were done in the islands. So the relationship between what happened in the islands just basically came over here, and the children of this culture took the same thing and just added a new form of communication to it. And that new form of communication was hip-hop.
There wouldn't be no hip-hop.
We wouldn't have the whole hip-hop culture.
There wouldn't be no hip-hop.
We wouldn't have the whole hip-hop culture.
And that's the thing, when they do these documentaries, they conveniently leave out how they had to fit into Black African American culture.
Exactly.
Because they was getting snapped on, even in my generation.
My God.
In the 80s, we had jokes.
Wasn't coming with your pointy toe shoes, coming to the party with your high waters on. Y'all Jamaicans was known for having high waters.
So y'all had to fit into our hip-hop culture first. How could you create it if you had to fit into it?
Exactly.
Early hip-hop, 74, 75, when y'all was out in this park, was it like a West Indian feel to it?
No, it was all African Americans and Spanish.
Right.
It's an urban atmosphere, man.
Right.
I think you had your Jamaicans or whatever out here, your Caribbean people out here.
Right.
But no, it wasn't that.
And you can hear the music here in Soundview.
Bambaataa, Kool Herc, all them niggas that hear about Bronx still playing music, they came here.
Was you out before Africa Bambaataa?
Hell yeah.
Riddle me this, why did Herc go and buy the same equipment that we had? So therefore we got him to go to a store and seek what we already had.
What equipment was that?
I had GLI mixer, he got GLI mixer, he got a different model. What was GLI? I had GLI speakers, got GLI speakers. I had a Macintosh amplifier, he went and got a Macintosh amplifier. Like, why would you go out and buy the same thing somebody else had? The same exact thing, just about.
Was you out before Kool Herc?
Well, as far as playing in the street, yeah. Shoot, he always used to come and try to get down with us because he was scared somebody was gonna rip off his equipment. So he had to get with somebody that had power.
Alright. Yo, FaZe, what you think of this documentary? West Indian impact on hip hop or Caribbean impact on hip hop? Let me say first. First, I like the title. The title to me is righteous to say they had an impact on hip hop. You want to say Caribbean impact on hip hop, but to try to take it to a level that
Look at how much hip-hop was influenced from reggae culture. We wouldn't have the whole hip-hop culture.
hip hop is somehow West Indian, or that West Indians started hip hop. That's problematic. Because what you think of it, FaZe? What you think?
Well, I'm gonna tell you, from what I know, the scatting, the riffing or whatever that they call the Jamaican music. I'm just talking about Jamaican music right now.
Right.
Yeah, I guess that's somebody talking, smack over music. I never heard no rhymes back then, but as far as I know, when hip hop first started,
okay,
there wasn't nobody around that I knew had the strong Jamaican accent or had the strong, you know. It wasn't until I got maybe about 15 to 16 to even know what the difference was. Like I didn't even, you know, because if there was somebody from Jamaica in my class in school, they talk regular just like me.
Okay.
You know, but then when I moved 15, 16, and I moved uptown, there were a lot of Jamaicans up there.
Right,
the story. You know, I had my sisters, what they call a truck back then.
Okay.
So I'm riding in the street, you know, it's a little bit bigger than me, so I'm trying to ride in the street. And so this lady beeping the horn behind me, beeping the horn. And she says, you know, I'm like, you know, go around. So she didn't want to go around. She just wanted me to move over. This was before they had any bike lanes or whatever. Like I said, I'm like 15 years old. So she gets on the side of me, she goes, "You down fuel?"
Okay.
So I didn't know what the fuck she was talking about. So I said, "You are down fuel." Right? So she was like, man, okay, so that was one experience, right? I didn't know what the hell they was talking about. Then, like I said, when I was up there, when I first moved uptown, it wasn't shit to do up there.
Right.
So I don't know what we had, me and my little crew, we had a little urge to take some rocks and throw them at cars and shit, and run into the woods and shit.
Okay.
So we threw these rocks at the cars and everything. So finally they chased us and all that shit. Right? Oh, this is Ty now. Yo, what's good? All right, we here. All right. Yeah, bring me something to drink, Ty. So, right, one of the kids that was with us, he couldn't stop throwing the rocks after we stopped throwing the rocks. So there's this church on the corner. So we kept on telling him, stop throwing the rocks, stop throwing the rocks. So he threw this one rock, right, threw it up high. So we heard it hit the church and it broke some windows, right? So this man came out, he had the blood on his head, and he said, "John, no," he said, Dom, what the blood, fire, hey, my head, my who throw this stone, So I'm like, what the hell is he talking about? He said, who throw the stone with blood, fire, right? So I didn't know what he was talking about. So my man told me, he said, who threw the stone, who flinged the boulder, who threw the rock, and the blood fire meant that he was like, he was hurting, and he was cursing. So I was like, yo, that's when I found out what Jamaican was. Right. Now, earlier, I'm going back to Herc now. Earlier, when Herc was playing the records, and he did that heavy bass record, that was our introduction to hearing Jamaican stuff. Okay. That wasn't our introduction to hip hop. There was our introduction to hearing the bass lines and stuff. So we were already early, way before that. We were already doing that. We was already rocking the beats and stuff. So for them to say they created it, I don't know. They had an influence on it. Yes, they had influence because they came in with the bass records, and we liked it.
I want to say this. I forgot. I should have said it at the beginning. I gotta say this. Anytime we talk about racial things, because people always want to automatically act like you're against anybody. It's not a point of being against nobody. And like I say, the history. I gotta say it again. The history is that we all, or most of us, came from Africa. There was already blacks here in the Americas, but most of us came from Africa, and some of them, they stopped in the Caribbean, they became Jamaican, Haitian, and then they brought some over here, and it became Black American, African American.
The only real difference you know, between us is that we got dropped off from boats on different places.
So basically we all one family. That's fine. That's cool.
And I can say this, you can call me racist, whatever. Jamaicans could not dress back in the day.
Right.
They could not dress.
And that's what I mean.
You had orange, yellow, green,
right.
all that stuff. So y'all can't say and dressing is a part of the hip hop culture.
Right. And that's the thing. When they do these documentaries, they conveniently leave out how they had to fit into Black African American culture. Because they was getting snapped on. Even in my generation, in the 80s, we had jokes. We would snap on Jamaicans, we would snap on if anybody out of our culture, we was snapping on you.
Exactly.
Our time, we like to spend it snapping. Boy, do we heat up.
Your mom's is so poor. She went to McDonald's and put a shake on layaway.
Exactly.
So they conveniently leave that out how they had to fit into Black culture, African American culture.
Exactly. You wasn't coming with your pointy toe shoes coming to the party with your high waters on. Y'all Jamaicans was known for having high waters.
So y'all had to fit into our hip hop culture first. Y'all fit into our hip hop culture first. How could you create it if you had to fit into it?
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
There was a lot of guys from the Caribbean, but a lot of people didn't really want to associate themselves with the Caribbean and also do hip hop. They would call you know, go get coconuts.
And so that's my thing. It's like, yo, you know, like, and it's funny because a lot of these hip hop artists I didn't even know was Caribbean. You know what I'm saying? A lot of these dudes are coming out the woodwork down like, yo, I'm Jamaican, I'm this, I'm that, I'm that, I'm Caribbean. And it's like,
they had to fit in
keep
first.
They had to fit in, keep it a secret for years because they was getting snapped on. We got jokes. You was getting snapped on.
And you know, we can snap.
Saying?
We snap all day.
Word up. They need to make snapping an element of hip hop.
It is.
You know what I'm saying? Word up.
It is.
It is, but not officially. But
it is
officially. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I never heard that. Yeah.
Yo, listen, if you can't snap,
you're
not there.
That's early hip hop. That's from beginning jokes.
That's,
you know what I'm saying?
That's what we was doing on the mic, believe it or not.
Yeah.
All right, that's what really started. Get on the mic and start saying something, you know, snapping on somebody or whatever. And because we were little, we were younger, you know, we had to say something, and then as soon as we come outside, we got to run, because they was going to get us for snapping. You know what I'm saying?
You said something before, like y'all was to the beat, like y'all was snapping to the beat or something like that?
Well, we just like the dozen.
The dozen.
You know, you play the dozen, talk about somebody mother and all that, and your right. So skinny, and yeah, both eyes look to the peacock and stuff like that.
Right.
You should rap with that. So it started as we started just snapping, and started doing raps. You know, making it quicker. And then the people start making beats to it and rapping. The girl in the back, and knew she's a whack, and the girl in the green, white, and so me, stuff like that. We start doing that. When we go in the club, we used to be talking to the girls, singing to them, rapping to them.
Oh yeah?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So rap poetry.
Do you remember what year that was though?
Yeah. They never used different 71, 72. Yeah,
71, 72?
Yeah, like 69, 70, or 70 we came into it. 69, 70, like 68 to 70.
So that's how it was. Snapping was a part of, you know, that's how it really got on the mic. It wasn't getting on the mic and instantly rapping or nothing. It was getting on the mic and snapping on somebody.
Yeah, saying something funny. Even Sugar Hill Gang, a lot of that was funny. You know what I'm saying? Rappers Delight, a lot of that was funny. You know what I'm saying?
You know, go to the house and they got roaches for dinner and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of that was jokes.
That was jokes. Snaps.
You know, it's just like, you know, it's like, let's not be egotistical out here. You know, like, for Caribbeans to act like they started hip hop. But like I say, Faye, we gotta keep it real. We playing catch up because for the last 20 years, it was kind of like thought of that Herc and Bambaataa and Flash started hip hop. So we playing catch up with all this.
Right.
And you know, it's like,
but I got one question to ask on that.
Right.
And this is a serious question. Right. why do they want to take something that they don't, you know, like why? Just tell me why.
Just let it be. Let's Black American culture. Say
that you're the first ones that created the bongos or some shit like that.
Or say
or anything.
That you fit into our culture, then you made impact. That's why I say, yo, the title to their video was righteous. To say, yo, Caribbeans made impact to hip hop. But then, you know, like,
don't take
this
it to
whole
the level
park,
where you say, yo, they created it.
This whole park and even probably Herc's block was full of African Americans. Exactly. 90% of the crowd, 95% of the crowd was probably African Americans. And some Spanish. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, come on, man. Come on. You know, come on. You know, come on.
You know what's so funny about it is they went for so long saying this stuff that now we gotta fix it.
You know
what I'm saying?
Yeah, and it seemed like we gonna fix it. Word up.
We gonna fix this. We gonna fix this. Even some of our people, you know, the people that really weren't really down, but they were down, some of them are still, because like I said in one of the videos, that they didn't see it, so they heard about it. You see what I'm saying? A lot of people were not there and they can't say exactly what happened. So the people that were there and then they hear this stuff, it's like it's incredible. It's like, why? You know, like why? You know, I'm gonna keep it real. Yeah, y'all can get mad at me all you want to. All right. But the brothers were the ones that started breakdancing.
Yeah. A lot of people think Spanish kids was doing it.
You can go back to Africa and trace that kind of a dance. All right? You can't trace it in no other country or whatever. But what happened? It became a Spanish thing.
The Bronx is damn near half, in 3/4 Spanish.
Okay, it became a Spanish.
And we were snapping on Puerto Ricans too.
Exactly, we were snapping on Puerto Ricans too.
People gotta understand, like, in this
Puerto Ricans used to wear high waters too. Don't get me wrong.
Yo, listen, I'm saying, because in this side of the Bronx, the Soundview area was mostly black. At least all my experiences in the 70s and 80s, we was 90% black.
Soundview, Monroe, Castle Hill, Bronxdale, Rosedale, Academy, Lafayette, Cozy. I'm on the Bronx with Fat Joe and my man. On the east side of town with a blunt in my hand. Commonwealth, Theriot, White Plains, Brand New, Olmsted, Boynton, Colgate, Watson.
It was so Spanish sprinkled around, and we love them. But I'm saying they was getting snapped on. So I mean, like, when we was little children, they was getting snapped on. So we was predominantly black over here on this side of the Bronx. You know what I'm saying?
So you know what? And that made you made a real point there. The reason why we were so fly and so fresh is because you didn't want to get snapped on. So you wasn't coming outside where somebody could snap on you. You wasn't coming outside looking like that. You wasn't wearing no high waters. You know what I'm saying? That just wasn't gonna happen. And that's what happened. So a lot of times what people are saying now, you know, the Spanish is the ones that did breakdancing and all that. Nah, hold that thought. You know what I'm saying? Just hold that, because that's all it is a thought.
Got to the Bronx, went to a club. First of all, it was a place called St. Joseph on Bathgate Avenue. I lived like 4 blocks away. Her 78 on Bathgate. It was a church party. And then you have places like Murphy Projects over by the Cross Bronx Expressway. They give parties there once every Friday. First Fridays. And I'm gonna start getting, I say, more Americanized, more hip, and seeing how people reacting, dancing, you know, and little you know, I'm picking up the gripes from the audience. How come you don't have that record? Why you taking it right there before the other part come on? And I'm one of them. So I took that concept from the dancer's perspective behind the turntable. I took that concept from the dancer's perspective. Concept from the dancer's perspective behind the turntable. And I'm start getting, I say, more Americanized, more hip. And I'm start getting more Americanized, seeing how people reacting, dancing. And I'm start getting more hip. And I'm start getting more Americanized, more hip. And I'm start getting more hip. And I'm start getting more Americanized, more hip. 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 More Americanized, more hip.